Lady Caroline Howard, 1778, A Portrait of Innocence and Purity by Sir Joshua Reynolds. Sir Joshua Reynolds was one of the most influential and celebrated portrait painters of the 18th century. He was the first president of the Royal Academy of Arts, and a leading figure of the British art scene. He painted many portraits of the aristocracy, the royalty, and the celebrities of his time, as well as historical and allegorical subjects. He was known for his elegant and graceful style, his use of classical and literary references, and his ability to capture the personality and character of his sitters. One of his most charming and captivating portraits is that of Lady Caroline Howard, painted in 1778. Lady Caroline was the daughter of Frederick Howard, 5th Earl of Carlisle, and Margaret Caroline Levison Gower, Countess of Carlisle. She was born in 1771, and married John Campbell, 1st Baron Cawdor, in 1789. She died in 1824, leaving behind 7 children. The portrait shows Lady Caroline as a young girl of about 7 years old, kneeling on the ground in a hilly, tree-lined landscape. She wears a long white dress, a lace-edged black cape, a lacy white bonnet, and a wide teal-blue sash around her waist. She reaches out to touch a pink rose with a gloved hand, while her other hand rests near her knee. Her face is pale and delicate, with grey eyes, a pointed nose, round cheeks, and pink lips. Her chestnut-brown hair curls at the neck and covers her forehead. She looks at the rose bush with a curious and innocent expression, as if she is discovering the beauty of nature for the first time. The painting is a masterpiece of composition, color, and light. Reynolds uses a vertical format to emphasize the height and slenderness of Lady Caroline, as well as to create a contrast between the foreground and the background. The foreground is bright and colorful, with the white dress, the black cape, the teal-blue sash, and the pink rose creating a harmonious and lively palette. The background is dark and subdued, with the green trees, the grey sky, and the brown air creating a somber and calm atmosphere. The light source is hidden behind the clouds, but it illuminates the girl and the rose bush, creating a striking effect of chiaroscuro. The painting also conveys a sense of depth and perspective, as the viewer's eye is drawn from the girl and the rose bush in the foreground, to the hills and the sea in the distance. The painting is not only a realistic depiction of a young girl, but also a symbolic and emotional expression of the artist's vision and sentiment. Reynolds was influenced by the Rococo and the Romantic movements, which emphasized the importance of imagination, emotion, and sensibility in art. He was also inspired by the works of the Old Masters, such as Raphael, Titian, and Rubens, who used classical and mythological motifs to convey moral and aesthetic messages. Reynolds' painting reflects his admiration and respect for Lady Caroline, as well as his appreciation and nostalgia for the innocence and purity of childhood. He also shows his awareness of the historical and cultural context of his time, as he portrays Lady Caroline as a symbol of the British nobility and the future generation. Lady Caroline Howard, 1778, is a beautiful and captivating portrait that showcases Reynolds' skill and talent as an artist. It is also a remarkable artwork that invites the viewer to experience the innocence and purity of a young girl, and to appreciate the artistic and historical legacy of Reynolds. It is a portrait that deserves admiration and appreciation for its beauty and significance.